Hi, my name is Connie Ludlam, and I am a realtor with Coldwell Banker Apex in Abilene, Texas. I am also a certified probate real estate specialist, and I work with 2 elder care attorneys here in the Abilene area. I have been doing a video series, 4 parts, on probate. The first part that I covered is what is probate. The second part was what's the probate process when a person dies without a will in Texas. My third part covered what is a certified probate real estate specialist and why do you need them. The fourth part, which is what you're currently watching, is going to cover the terms, the common terms that are used in probate. There are a lot of different terms that are used, but I thought it would be beneficial to just cover the most common terms that are used in probate. So let's get started. But before we get started in the probate piece, I want to explain the term of elder care attorney. An elder care attorney is an attorney that specializes in doing legal matters for older people. They focus on the needs that an older person has. They will help an older person with health care, long-term care, their retirement, their Medicare, their Medicaid. There is a wide and long list of things that an elder care attorney works on with older people because an older person's needs typically are quite different than what a younger person's needs are. So now that I've covered that, and maybe it helps you to understand when I tell you I work with elder care attorneys, what that truly means. So let's jump into the common terms that are used in probate. I want to start out with testate and intestate. Testate is a term that is used for a person who has passed away and they had a will with all of their instructions, with their executor named, if they needed, who's taking care of their children, that whole type of thing. Testate means that a will was left behind. Intestate means that a person has passed away and they had no will. So let's travel down the road of intestate. If you are a person who has no will, then when you pass away, the court system, the probate court system, will assign an administrator to your estate. That can be an individual and that can be an institution. And they are appointed by a court to act on the behalf of the deceased person and their estate. And they stay with that person's estate until all of the debts and liabilities are taken care of. They find the heirs, if there are any heirs. They get all of that completed. So now let's look at the testate. When the testate has left their will behind, they have named an executor. And that executor can be an individual and it can be a corporation. And that person or corporation has been left with the task of the deceased to take care of all of their properties, all of their estate after they have passed. So that executor's estate, that executor's job is going to be to carry out the instructions that were left within that will. Another common term used in probate is a beneficiary. Again, a beneficiary can be an individual, and it can be a corporation, because the benefactor could be getting something from a insurance company, it could be getting something from a trust, and it could be something under a will. So you never know if it's a beneficiary is going to be an individual or if it's going to be a corporation. It could be either, or it could be both. The next one that I wanted to talk about is an heir. And an heir is a person who receives the inheritance from the will. So the executor upholds all of the instructions that the deceased left behind. The heir is the one that receives the inheritance, if that's what it is, whatever those instructions are that are left within the will. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is real property. Real property is anything that is attached to the land. So a barn, a house, rental property, that type of thing. A horse is not considered real property. That is considered personal property. The last thing that I wanted to talk about, because I feel like I've thrown a lot of terms, is revocable trust. A revocable trust is a term that is used in the probate court because a probate trust has provisions that can be assigned, they can be modified, they can be altered, and they can be revoked. So if you have a revocable trust within the probate system, hopefully that gives a little bit more of a definition to you of what that all actually covers. So I'm going to wrap up this video because I feel like I've given you a lot of common terms, and feel free to come back and watch this as many times as you need to. But I hope by making this video, it has helped to educate and maybe answer some questions. Again, if you have more questions, please leave them in the comments. I have a brochure that I would be happy to send to you. You can send me a message in the comments, or you can private message me, and I will be happy to send you one of my probate brochures. And in my probate brochure, it goes through and it gives all of the responsibilities of the executor. It gives the probate timeline. It gives some of the terminology that are common in probate. Some of them I reviewed with you today. So I hope that you will come back and visit this video series on probate as many times as you need to, because I think it will be very educational, and my hope is that you find it very helpful. So if I can be of any help to you, please send me a message. I am available to help you at any point in time. Thank you so much for watching my video, and have a great day.